But and also back then,
All right.
we weren't kind of like as open-minded about.
I'm gonna warm up before I finish off an album cover that I'm supposed to work in. So I'm going to see about drawing a character I haven't drawn before.
Sci-fi. Magnum PI is a sci-fi. You can't. So, yeah, that was a great movie. Okay. So, anyway, the other thing, and I can't believe I didn't figure out how to do this like 6 months ago, is obviously there's always some Twitter shenanigans, but then I also want to read books, and then when I do videos on Twitter shenanigans, then I get behind on my books, and then I said, what if I talked about Twitter shenanigans and books at the same time, if it's germane? So anyway, a couple things happened. The big denounce thing is coming out. Somebody put out a joke spreadsheet of who's the next person to denounce Comicsgate, and Scott Snyder was at the top. He had the best odds, and then he did it. It's like, dude, but he didn't do it like, haha, we're running on the joke. He's like, they're bad, terror bad, and went on this long spiel. It's like, first of all, it shouldn't be a surprise about who denounces Comicsgate, because they had a pre-denounce that they did like a week and a half ago. Do you remember when they were all doing these ridiculous stories about, and they were basically covering for Marvel hiring Eve Ewing for Ironheart. Eve Ewing was hired because she basically put herself forward for the job of writing Riri, because they're both black women and they have vaguely similar haircuts. I'm not kidding, that was it. So then it became embarrassing because that happened last November, and Marvel has spent like 9 months slowly teaching a woman with no history in writing fiction or comics how to write a comic, so they basically have been rewriting it for her for like...
Oh, I'm drawing from memory, so...
So then it became this embarrassing thing.
Forgive me.
So now all the troops are rallying, and they spent like 3 days putting these ridiculous tweets claiming that they're walking down the street eating an apple, and Marvel gave them the X-Men title. Like, to make their theory work, they were claiming that their 3rd year in comics was their 1st year, and that their 12th comic was their 1st comic. Like, if you ignore all the things that didn't help their theory worked. So then Neil Gaiman started saying, like, oh, my first job was for DC. I had never done anything for comics. And then we proved that he did, and then he got really angry. Everyone got really angry. It's like, I'm sorry I told the truth. I'm sorry I told the truth and it didn't help your bullshit theory. But anyway, one of the things that is, they're like SJWs, they don't human very well. They're very, very obsessed with high school. They kind of want to rewrite adult life where they are the bullies, but they're not even real life bullies. They're like TV bullies. So there's a lot of like snickering and sneering and sarcasm. It's very teenager. But also there's a lot of shunning and consensus. It's like, oh, we got these 4 people all these people to say that Comicsgate is bad, terror bad. It's like, doesn't that destroy you? It's like, no, because it's kind of like a dog. Like, a dog is part of your life, but to the dog, you're their entire life. Comics is a part of my life. Even right now when I'm doing it full time temporarily. But it's never been my whole life. Like, that's all these people have. That's why they're in constant fear all the time. That's why I did that video last week. This guy, Jeff McCombsky, who's stabbed me in the back. He's like 37. He's like, I'm already stuck in comics and it's too late to try anything else. I don't know why I give Jeff McCombsky the oh my voice. I mean, I don't know why. And maybe it's because that Star Trek guy did a voice in Clone Wars, and I used to hear him all the time. He was doing the like the behind the scenes, and they were impersonating him, and he's like, they saw the animated character on Clone Wars. God, what is this guy's name? He's the Asian guy in Star Trek. I'm blanking. And he goes,
George Takei.
Oh, they cast me big again. I must have a very big voice. But anyway, they get into this like snickering, and they have these little plots. Oh, you say this, I'll say this. You do this, I'll do this. But it's like, they don't human very well.
I have this square here to try to keep me on target, but
it's like saying,
as anybody that's watched me before draw, it's like I'm all over the place.
It's stupid. It's like saying I don't like food that is cooked well. Very early, some people had said, giving a name to this kind of general thing that all humanity believes in, quality and professionalism. Because then what they can do is they can put basically 80,000 people, or 89,000 people, basically all my followers, me and all my followers and all my friends, probably about 90,000 all put together. You can put 90,000 people into a Daily Show interview that lasts for a year. By that I mean, everyone knows the Daily Show tactic. People who like it, people who don't like the show, they all know the tactic. They will interview you for hours, forever. Segment that's like 6 minutes long. They will interview for you for hours under hot lights, under pressure, can't go to the bathroom, and waiting for you to say 3 things that are assailable. Not assailable to the average person, assailable to the people that hate you. They will get you to say one wrong thing, mistake, whatever, sometimes just misspeaking, and then they will hammer on it endlessly, forever. They never want to.
Oh boy, forgot to turn that off.
They never are acting in good faith.
Still getting used to this stuff.
That's why they hold on to things that are so old. 95% of the things that SJWs pretend to be offended by are things I said a year ago, things I said once, things I said in a private video, where I warn people, but it goes forever. I kind of try to discourage people from talking to it. There's no point. The thing is, you're sincere. You want to have a conversation. They never do. They see conversations as traps. They're trying to lay it out and get you to say, "Oh my God, did you see the guy thing?" And then they spread it like wildfire. They literally have Google Drives full of things. There are tweets I deleted a year ago, and they still will. Oh, remember when you said that? Yeah, I literally think I deleted that the day later. But anyway, different rules for different people. So people get frustrated. They're like, I can't believe this is happening. It's like, you have to understand, this is the environment we work under. It's different rules for different people. We can turn on a drop of a hat. I can roast Mariko to death for a year, and then read one book by her and say, this is fantastic, go buy it. And then y'all out there are tweeting to me, you're commenting, you're like, hey, I'm going to go buy this. You're tweeting to Marvel, hey, I'm going to go buy this book. It looks good. We want to reward good behavior. We want to reward good stories, good hiring practices, and all we want is good books.
All right.
We want good books.
I'm going to have to change some stuff, and I'll be back.
All
right, we'll just do this as video 1, and I'll finish up in video 2.